So I don't really agree with this idea, and I think we should do something else. But how do I tell them? Oh, I know.
I don't agree. Disagreeing in English can sometimes feel a bit awkward, but it doesn't have to be. Today I'm going to share 7 phrases that allow you to disagree politely without causing too many problems. First, we'll go over all 7 phrases, and then we'll break them down into 3 levels of disagreement, from slightly disagree to mostly disagree to completely disagree, while always remaining polite. After that, I'll show you exactly how to use these phrases in real life conversations with examples to make it easier for you to apply them. Lastly, if you've ever wondered why English tends to be so polite and indirect, I'll explain the reasoning behind that so you'll have a better understanding of the cultural context and why we so often choose to soften our words. As always, there's a free PDF available for you to download in the link in the description. This way you can take your own notes and keep everything in one place, nicely organized. Plus, the PDF includes a full practice section so you can continue working on your skills and practicing even further after you finish the video. All right, let's make sure you have the perfect phrases to express your opinion confidently without sounding rude. The phrases. As we look at each phrase, I want you to try and decide which level each one belongs to. Level 1, slightly disagree. Level 2, mostly disagree. And level 3, completely disagree. Our first one is, you can't possibly believe that. Our next one, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Number 3 is, come on. Moving on to number 4. That's one way of looking at it. Our 5th one is, it's not that black and white. Let's look at number 6. It's sort of a problem. And finally, number 7, just because X doesn't mean Y. This one will be explained more in a moment. Now that you have all of your 7 phrases, let's go into what they really mean and show you which level each one belongs to. The levels are important because they help you match the intensity of your disagreement to the situation. Whether you're just gently offering an alternative or expressing a stronger opinion, knowing when to use each level means that you can stay polite and respectful no matter how much you disagree. Level 1, slightly disagree. When you agree with a lot of what the person is saying, but maybe there's one part of their opinion that you don't fully support. These phrases help you to disagree just a little bit without making a big issue of it. That's one way of looking at it. A polite way to acknowledge their point without fully agreeing. It keeps things respectful and open. It's not that black and white. This is perfect when you think the situation is a bit more complicated than they are saying it is. This phrase is a nice, gentle way to express a deeper perspective. It's sort of a problem. A polite way to bring up an issue without being too blunt. Nice and friendly, but you are showing you don't support what the other person is saying. Level 2, mostly disagree. When you disagree with a lot of what they're saying, but still want to be respectful. If you don't agree with most of their ideas, but want to keep things friendly, these phrases can help. That's a bit harsh, isn't it? If you think their statement is too extreme, This is a good way to ask them to reconsider. It keeps the tone light and non-confrontational. You challenge their opinions without being rude. Just because X doesn't mean Y. This one needs a bit of explaining. Let's say someone says, people who are quiet are shy. You could respond with, just because someone is quiet doesn't mean they're shy. In this case, X is being quiet and Y is being shy. You're pointing out that quietness doesn't automatically equate to shyness. There could be other factors at play. It's a respectful way to introduce a different point of view. It helps you politely correct or expand on their view without flat out saying they're wrong. Level 3, completely disagree. When you have totally different opinions on the topic, sometimes you're just not going to agree with people, but you can still disagree respectfully with these phrases. You can't possibly believe that. A stronger way to express disbelief, but it focuses on their belief rather than attacking their argument. The next one's kind of a fun way to express disbelief politely. Come on. A more casual, playful way to show surprise or disagreement. It's not harsh, but it still shows that you don't agree. A light but firm pushback. So these are our phrases and exactly where they land on the level of disagreement. You can now, hopefully, sound more natural and confident when you want to express yourself. No more feeling nervous. As a bonus, I'm going to show you how it's done, but with a real-life conversation. You ready? So we are going to read a statement and then we'll decide if we agree or disagree. And if we disagree, we're going to use one of our 7 new phrases. Let's give it a go. Okay, the first one is, money is the secret to happiness.
It's not that black and white. Money gives you a lot of really good things, but you need other things like friends and family too.
Yeah, and health. Very important too. Okay, my turn.
Social media has a more negative impact on society than a positive one.
Ooh, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? I think social media helps you connect with people and be creative online. I think it has a lot of positives. Okay. Video games are a waste of time.
Come on, you can't possibly believe that. Video games help you relax, hang out with your friends, and improve your life.
Yeah, I think so too, actually. All right. Oh, wait, this is your question to me. Whoops.
Books are outdated and no longer useful in today's world.
I mean, that's one way of looking at it. Personally, I love books. I think they smell amazing. And yeah, they offer something special that digital media can't. We have one more question, and this is for you. I'm going to read this statement, and you can tell me if you agree or disagree in the comments. If you disagree, obviously try and use our phrases from today. Traveling is not worth it and is just a waste of time. Do you agree or disagree with that? Let us know in the comments. So, why do you have to be so polite in English? The way people express themselves in English often involves politeness strategies, which can make statements more indirect to soften the impact or avoid being too blunt. For example, instead of saying, I want you to do this, someone might say, could you possibly do this? Or I would appreciate it if you could do this. This might feel strange, but it's a way of being more friendly and less rude. So when you do use any of these 7 phrases from this lesson, you show respect for the other person's ideas and you make the disagreement about the situation and not the person. This small change helps conversations stay calm and constructive. Hopefully, this helps you navigate disagreements a little better. Don't forget, there is a free PDF of all the phrases from today's video, so you can revise and take notes. The link is in the description. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Claire, and I'm happy to be your English teacher. See you next time.